Hello, this is State Senator Dale Ryder. Welcome to a late night edition of the 2-Minute Drill. As I come to you right now, it's almost a quarter after 11 o'clock in the evening on Thursday, May 31st. So we're just 45 minutes from the deadline by which the Illinois General Assembly is supposed to have wrapped up its work. So right on the other side of this wall here, the Democrat majority is rushing through its business, trying to wrap up that business before midnight. There's going to be a lot to talk about what's happened here in the last few days in the coming weeks. But there's one thing I want to talk to you about that's an exceedingly important reform that passed the Illinois Senate earlier this evening that will impact everybody in this state. Now, Medicaid, that's an issue that we've talked about a lot here on the 2-Minute Drill. One of the things we've also talked about is what plagues that program as much as anything else is the Democrat majority's insistence over the last decade to not pay the state's Medicaid bills and carry over bills into future fiscal years. That has resulted in a $1.9 billion backlog of bills at the end of this coming fiscal year. One of the measures that passed as part of our Medicaid reform package this year was the elimination of what's called Section 25 of the Illinois Finance Act, which is basically the state's Medicaid credit card. The reform that passed here will, over the next 2 years, cut up that credit card and not allow the state's leaders to put off Medicaid bills in the future any longer. Now, what's that mean? That means that the state's leaders have to live within the taxpayers' means when it comes to Medicaid. That means the payment cycle for Medicaid providers will become shorter, which means the program will be healthier, as will the people who truly need it in order to stay healthy. This is a big win, not just for the people who are on Medicaid and not just for the providers, but all the taxpayers who pay for the system. We're glad we got it done. So thanks again for joining me for another edition, a late edition of the 2-Minute Drill. We'll be back in touch soon.